All right. What's up, y'all? This is the Standout Podcast where everyone and anyone can be a standout in today. I don't know if you've been under a rock somewhere or something. If you haven't heard this name, I got a bona fide hit maker, a bona fide just artist in the game right now. That the name speaks for itself. I got the motherfucking Holy Quraun in the building. I'm honored, man, to have you here. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap it up. But
I appreciate y'all.
No problem, man. Listen, man, you've been in this game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing. Getting to it. But from what I hear, in the beginning, the rapping shit wasn't always what you wanted to do at first. You know what I'm saying? I heard you were an all-sport athlete. You did a lot of other shit. So tell me what made you want to get into rapping instead of taking those lanes.
Honestly, I talk about this shit all the time, and I love telling this story. This shit comedy. I started rapping on some. It was really honestly by accident. Like where I'm from, we don't glorify jail, but you like it's if it happened, you embrace it. You feel me?
Right.
Like you just go with it type shit. So I could talk about it because me and my man Benny. He honestly the ones that came up with this shit. We was just in jail. Like I was at the end of my bed, like 3-4 months left. And he just fucking around, like, we was looking at our jail IDs, and he like, man, I look like a rapper in this shit. I'm about to go home and start rapping.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, man, I'm about to start rapping too. Fuck it. I ended up getting me, growing up the little black and white composition notebooks.
Oh, hell yeah.
I ended up getting one of them shits on commissary, you feel me? I ended up getting one of them shits. Man, I probably wrote like 2-3 raps. And when I say them shits was ass, them shits was ass, bro. I swear to God, I wish I still had the same shit, like the same notebooks so I could read this shit off, but that shit was horrible, bro. So my rap dreams was like open. It was an open and shut case. Like 2 months into me rapping, I was like done with this shit.
That's fucking crazy.
Shit crazy.
Yeah.
Then I ended up coming home, and my man Bobby was with me. I used to go to the studio with my man Addict, his name Pat. And I started making a little couple songs. I was like, all right, maybe I could do something with this shit. And it wasn't until I met, shout out my boy Trap Beats.
Shout out to Trap, man.
Yeah, Trap Beats.
Fucking GOAT, man,
yeah,
for
he
real.
was the first motherfucker to ever, like that was my first time ever going to, like, a real studio. First time using auto-tune. Mind you, Spooky was my first song ever using auto-tune. That was the second song I ever made.
Really?
You feel me? So,
I had a question on that, too, because it's so interesting because when I've watched you perform twice, and the thing is people always told me that Spooky was your second song and stuff, and I was confused hearing you perform because your voice and your bravado in your voice. A lot of times when people go on a stage, they can't sing after the autotune. You actually have a voice,
I
so
got it, bro.
so
I like Drake with it.
So where did that come from? Anywhere? Did you sing in the church? Was it something that you learned over time? Was it just listening to R&B? Where did that voice come from?
Yeah, it was a little bit of honestly a little bit of everything. How you say, like, growing up, like half my family Muslim and half my family is like in church, like Christianity, and that's growing up with my auntie Barbara and going to church singing in the choir, but I never thought I could like sing. It was more so just like I'm real good with how you say, like, harmonizing and like melodies and shit. I'm good with, like, cause like they say once you find your sound,
it's easy from there. Right.
That's how it is.
So that was also interesting to me finding that out too, that Spooky is your second song and it took off the way it did. Obviously, you have street hits on street hits just in general. Sure. When you go into the booth, and record that song and it takes off the way it did you expect that, or was it like at first like, we'll see?
Not to cut you, honest to God truth, nah, I didn't. It was like I was in the studio, mind you, it took me, I went back to that song. I started making that song and probably went back to it. How long you say, Smash? Like 2-3 weeks after, I went back to it and finished it off. But when I first did it, that's how I figured out I could use autotune. It was only me, my boy B, and Trap Beats in the studio. Right. Before I even made the song, I was like, yo, I'm about to try something. Don't laugh at me.
Right, I get you. I feel you.
I knew it was something because the way these motherfuckers like, nah, yo, you got it. Like, they stopped me from recording. Was like, yo, you got it, bro. That's how you got it. And then what solidified it was, that's why I said I kind of knew it was going to do something. What solidified it was the second time when I came back to the studio to make the song. It was like 30 thick in the studio.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Something happened. We're back. He was right. We were talking about we're talking about Spooky. You say you
big feet, man.
Man, for real. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Quraun. I ain't know how tall you was, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I was like
6'6" with these
I was like, that motherfucker look like Bradley Beal coming down the stairs. This motherfucker, I was like, shit. Yeah, I'm a short motherfucker. I'm a little Rican motherfucker, so you know what I'm saying?
I know some tall Spanish niggas.
For real?
Yeah, I know a couple of tall Spanish. It's rare.
It's rare. They out there.
I'm from the South and I know shit. I fuck with Spanish.
Hell yeah. For certain.
Yeah, where the fuck I was? So yeah, it was 30 thick in the stool. I look out the window and everybody bobbing their shit to my shit. Like, yeah, you got it, bro. So I'm trying to figure out, like, damn, I want somebody else on this shit. I look around the room, everybody on their phone and the notepads.
Oh.
I can see niggas, everybody like.
That's the dopest shit in the world right
everybody, there. But I don't know what drew me to Smash. Smash was just like, I don't know, bro. It's just, I felt it. Like, I say it to this day, bro. That was one of Smash top 3 verses I ever heard. To this day, I always say it. Because he flowed the whole, it just was like yin and yang. It was just perfect. But yeah, I looked out the booth. My boy was going hard. I'm like, yo, what you got for me, bro? Right. I went in there and walked all over that shit, and the rest was history. Honest to God, truth, from the video, all that shit was Smash. Everybody being there and setting the video, that was all Smash with.
Shout out to Smash, man, for real.
Shout out my boy Smash.
For real. You know, I listened to the remix too, and that's, you know, one of the reasons I got put onto the song is because I'm close to Nate Nasty, who's my cousin. So when he was talking about how Don was gonna be on this song Spooky, and I told him I wanted the original song first, and I go bumping down the street, I'm bumping to my Willows, and he said, yo, play this about the Holy Quraun. Right. Bump that shit. I was like, I can't believe this is Hartford. I can't believe these are Hartford artists. Like, I was just enthralled, and also just tell me too, man, you know, the visual is what also got me. You know, you and Turned Up Films, the shit that you guys have done together, you and Wes, and you and Cass Uno. Just tell me about those two guys and how much they've helped you with the visuals.
Yeah, free my boy Wes, man. Me and Wes that's Turned Up Films. You know, me and Wes got ties all the way back from when we was 12, 11 years old, playing basketball at Southwest Boys and Girls Club and shit. We and West from the same hood. Right. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people think West from the North, West really from where we from. You feel me? Right. But yeah, just them two motherfuckers is just masterminds. Shout out my boy Shooter. That's Case Uno Films. Right. You know, just two masterminds, and every video is just getting better and better and better. I had my lawyer even tell me like, yeah, your production for your videos is great. It's crazy. It's fire. You feel me? Right. And like how you said, like, yo, I can't believe this Hartford. When I first started rapping, a lot of people didn't know I was from Hartford. Right. A lot of people. And I feel like that's what made people embrace me even more. It was like, damn, he from the hood. Right. His shit hard, and he from the hood. Yeah, I got it fucking home. And that was the thing I was telling Smash the other day when I interviewed him. You know, I saw you at Drip Boutiques and stuff like that. I went there with my dad. My dad's a connoisseur, and I don't think you remember me. Back then, I was fat as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I was like 400 pounds. I lost my weight. Yeah. So I fucking walked up to you. I was like, yo, Ronnie. At first, you was like, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like embracing because I'm like, I just, in my mind, I was making music at the time too. Right. And I just couldn't believe somebody from the hood was doing that shit. Like, we were like enthralled. But on top of that too, man, you know, the way you drop, I've always wanted to ask you this question. The way you drop, you do take spaces in between, but the music breathes so heavily that you can do that. You're awarded to do that. For sure. So when you make songs, do you make like a bevy of them at one time and sit on them and see which one is the hit, or do you just go in the studio, make it off a vibe, and then put it out and see what happens? The honest to God truth is my boys be on my ass about dropping my music. Right. I feel like every time I go to the studio and I make a song, my intentions is to drop it. That's why like I got some songs right now on tuck with videos I never dropped, all type of shit. But my biggest thing was like I'll go into the studio. Me, I feel like I get better every time I go into the studio. Right. So I would make a song and yeah, it'd be good and I have every intention on dropping it. But then I'll go back in the studio and make a better song. So it'll be like, all right, this song now, fuck it. Right. I got on top. Like I got 350 songs I never dropped. Never. Holy shit. You feel me? Like it's a bunch of everything from love songs to drill shit to fire. I got fire, man. Right. I swear, bro. So, you know, obviously you have Call On as well. That's another one I asked you about. Call On was the one where I could remember that hook in my sleep. It was just too catchy. Yeah, it was just too catchy. And at the time, you know, Chill Shump was also on the wave when he produced it.
But I just felt like what you guys did with the production and bringing it back with Fuego Flock, the whole thing. You know, tell me how that song came about and what mindset you guys were in the studio with that one.
Again, Flock, another one. Me and Flock got ties from.
Right.
I can't even tell you when. So it's like our chemistry always been A1.
Right.
I got enough songs with Flock right now we could drop probably about 2-3 just joint mixtapes ourselves. Whoa. And yeah, just straight like that. I promise. But Call On came about. It was just one of those. Yo, bro, come to the studio. Right. I got the studio for a couple hours, and it's just like how I say we got chemistry. It's just always just click perfect. It just flows. It's just so easy, bro. Being Flock. That's one of my favorite artists all time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hands down.
The other question I got asked when I was doing research yesterday with my boy, he wanted to ask about your name. You know, your name is signified by a holy book, and you are of Muslim faith. And he said, you know, the thing about Quraun's music is when you listen to it as a hustler, it brings you hope and it brings you faith. Is that what that name stands for behind your music, to bring hope and faith to maybe the people back in your community and things like that when you make the music?
Honestly, I never even thought about that, but I used to just always play around with it, like, man,
right.
like a little shorty asked me, like, yo, what's the, like, where the Holy Quraun come from? One, that's my real name.
Right.
My real name is Quraun.
Okay.
It came about, I used to play with it, like, man, I say the Holy Quraun because I'm a god in these streets. I'm a god.
I got you.
But it do more so signifies my faith to Islam, and you get what I'm saying?
Right, I feel you.
So everything was just perfect, and it just flowed, you feel me? And I never heard nobody with their stage name, the Holy Quraun.
Hell no,
you feel me? So it's even perfect, even more.
You know.
And it stand out as a real
hell yeah. And that's the other thing too. You know, when I was looking into it last night, there's the 5 pillars of Islam. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know, you know, obviously you have to follow those, but what would be 5 pillars you would tell, you know, the people that you follow in everyday life of your own, like 10 more that they could follow?
Not like one word, right? Like I could say, like, all right. So I would say, like, stand on everything you say and mean. I say, be good to who be good to you. Have faith in whoever you believe in, no matter what you're going through. It can be good, bad. I say, pray even when you're not going through something, because you know a lot of times people only call on God when they're going through something.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? And for the 5th one, I just say, like, just be true to you. You get what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Stay true to yourself, no matter. I done have fallouts with people because I wouldn't switch up on what I stood by. Right. To, you know,
appease them.
You give them to make somebody else feel better.
Yeah.
Just you know. Stay true to yourself, man. All in all, through everything.
Yes, sir. You know, and in terms of Hartford, you know, I did ask this question to a couple other people, but you've been around, unfortunately, a few of the fallen people here. I'm not gonna tell anybody's name or nothing like that, but how do you move now in terms of Hartford, and how has that inspired you in your music to get better and maybe to just do as much as you possibly can in their memory and how to move?
Yeah, bro, I'm glad you said that, bro. RIP my dogs, man, everybody. Y'all know who we're talking about, bro. But I never been so locked in with this music shit, and it's crazy because my brother told me earlier, he was like, yo, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. You have been locked in, like, just staying away from clubs, going to the studio, trying to get in the studio every week, multiple times a week. I just been locked in, bro, because I tell my niggas all the time, I pop, we all pop. Right. Out of here. It just take, and I tell niggas to take one song. That's all it takes, one song. And it could be an old ass song, like Spooky. I feel like that shit still going.
Well, yeah.
It go mainstream, that shit going.
And you know what was funny yesterday? My boy was like, I wonder if he ever thought to put that like in a TikTok, like to match it with like some basketball highlights or some shit, and like start moving that shit that way, because those songs, bro, I just tell you, like, personally for me, they just still move. Those are like from 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
No skips, bro.
Right.
I feel like I don't make no. I could be wrong, but from every compliment I ever got, I always hear, "Yeah, you never made a bad song. I have yet to hear you make a bad song yet." Yeah. That's why I'm trying to get this tape from front to back, no skips.
Talk to me about that, man. I mean, my boy 2 Times, shout out to him. He posted, you know, a few snippets of what's going on. I see you in the studio with a few of these CT artists. So what's going on with that tape, man? And what can you tell us and what can't you tell us about the tape when it's popping?
I can tell you it's going to be nothing but gas, 93, no premium, just not no 87. This shit is petrol, all gas, like no brakes. But nah, it's gonna be a real good body of work. You feel me? Like like I was trying to say, it's gonna be no skips.
Right.
I never dropped a tape, a mixtape, an album, an EP, nothing. So it's really anticipated. I got people, the whole city, motherfuckers from Bridgeport, all over. I got motherfuckers from Flint hitting me up. When you drop me a tape, bro, from Michigan, all type of shit. So I'm trying to make this one of them ones from 7 years from now. You still gonna be yo, put that Quran, put the Holy Quraun first shit on.
Is that challenging to you though? Because in this era, it is hard to make an album that people pay attention to and people remember. Has that been pressure filled? Because you see a lot of it come today and going tomorrow. Has that been like something in the studio you guys really been thinking about and going through?
Yeah and no, because I'm a firm believer like everything happens for a reason, you know. So like I probably made 2 songs that was supposed to be intended on the tape that I didn't feel like was gonna cut it. And out of 12 songs, those was the only 2 that didn't make it. And they could have, but it was more so like. But I feel like I said, it's gonna be a real good body of work, and it's gonna be one of them tapes. Like, you definitely gonna be banging this shit 5-6 years.
100%, man. Listen, to end this out, I like to ask people. Obviously we're in the new year, but just as an artist, people know you as the Holy Quraun, correct? But what's something as a person you want to work on, and what's something that you see yourself bettering within the new year and within yourself just in general? Like, what's something you want to do and what's something you see yourself already doing?
I wanna this year I promised myself I was gonna put in more footwork. Right. Like, as far as getting my music out there, like putting money behind songs, promo in the right way. I'm talking about real footwork, like back in the day when motherfuckers are getting a sprint event and go up and down, state to state. Yo, this my shit. Right. Hitting clubs. I'm trying to get on that type of shit. You feel me? Because I really believe in my shit. You just got to get to the right ear.
Yes, sir.
That's all it is.
Listen, man, I mean, not to have my own soliloquy here, bro, but, to have you here, it's a fucking honor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan before anything else. I mean, being in some of the walking on some of the streets you shot music videos on and shit, the energy's there, and I just want to say thank you, for real. I appreciate you, and thank you for coming on the standout, bro, for real.
Yeah, man, I gotta come fuck with my boy, man.
Yes, sir.
That shit going up, man.
Hell yeah.
Don't tap in when it get all late and shit. You see my boy. Today's price is not yesterday's price.
Hell the fuck no.
Up,
yes, please. Listen, man, this has been a standout podcast where anyone can be a standout, and man, you see him here today. Ain't no facts, ain't no fiction about it, man. The Holy Quraun's in the motherfucking building. We thank them. Tell them where to find you at if they don't already know.
You can find me on everything at the Holy Quraun, everything. Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Music, TikTok. All that shit, the Holy Quraun. And if you can't spell my name, because y'all do be fucking my shit up, just type in LGM Entertainment and you'll find my shit.
Facts.
Find anything.
Facts. Listen, man, it's been a standout podcast. We appreciate everybody. My homie OTK behind the camera of the Madhouse TV studio, 805 Hartford Road. Come get your locks, come get everything, come get a podcast performance, whatever you got. We out of here. Bye.
Yes, sir.